Hey there, y'all. Let me tell you about the wildest day of my life. A day that started with me sipping coffee in my Brooklyn penthouse and ended with me handcuffed on a runway in bumfuck Wyoming. Yeah, you heard that right. My name's Jamal Carter, CEO of Nexus Cyber, a black tech mogul on the cusp of sealing a $5 billion deal that'd shake up Silicon Valley. And all it took was asking for a cup of hot water to nearly lose it all. This ain't just my story, it's a raw, unfiltered look at what happens when the world decides a black man in first class is a threat, not a trailblazer. So, picture this. It's a crisp New York morning, sunlight streaming through my floor-to-ceiling windows, my kitchen smelling like fresh coffee, and this special chamomile ginger tea I need for my vocal cord scar tissue from a surgery a few years back that makes my throat feel like sandpaper without it. I'm 45, built Nexus from a laptop in a Harlem basement to a cybersecurity empire, and today's the day I'm flying to San Diego to sign a merger with Horizon Innovations, a deal that'll create 5,000 jobs and make us the first black-led tech giant to rival the big dogs. I'm in my tailored Armani suit, briefcase packed with contracts, feeling like I'm carrying the weight of every kid who ever dreamed bigger than their block. My assistant, Keisha, buzzes in cars downstairs. San Diego team's ready. My partner at Horizon, Wei Chun, is already at the hotel. Everything's set, or so I thought. Fast forward, I'm at JFK, striding through the terminal, first-class boarding pass in hand. The gate agent, this white lady with a tight smile, does a double take when I scan my ticket, like she's expecting it to flash fraud. I'm used to with glances, the pursed lips, the "you sure you belong here" vibe. On the plane, I settle into 1A, window seat, ready to polish my presentation. The flight attendant, Karen, yeah, her name tag literally says Karen breezes through, all smiles for the white folks sipping mimosas, but when she gets to me, her face tightens like she's smelled something bad. "Water, sir?" she asks, voice flat. I nod, keep it cool, but I'm already feeling the eyes passengers, crew, sizing me up like I snuck into their country club. 30 minutes in, my throat's acting up, dry as hell from the cabin air. I hit the call button, and Karen's back, looking annoyed. "I need some hot water for my tea," I say, calm as can be, pulling out my thermos of chamomile ginger. It's medicinal for my throat. Her eyes narrow, lips purse. "Sir, we don't allow outside substances on board. Safety policy." I blink, confused, because the guy in 2B is literally mixing his own bourbon with Coke, and she didn't bat an eye. "It's just tea," I say, reaching for my doctor's note. "I've got documentation." She cuts me off, voice sharp now. "I don't need papers, sir. Put it away, or I'll have to confiscate it." The cabin goes quiet, heads turning, phones creeping up to record. I keep my cool, but inside, I'm boiling. This ain't about tea. It's about me, a black man in a suit, daring to exist in her first-class world. Then it escalates, fast. Karen snatches my thermos like it's a bomb, storms off, and next thing I know, the co-pilot's on the intercom, telling everyone to stay seated, due to turbulence, except the sky's clear as glass. My phone buzzes. Keisha's texting, "Your flight's diverting." What's going on? I glance at the seatback screen, and sure enough, we're veering towards some podunk airport in Wyoming. Before I can process, a guy in plainclothes federal air marshal, he says, stands over me, demanding my phone and tablet. "Security protocol," he barks, hand on his hip, where I see the bulge of a gun. The whole cabin's watching, filming, whispering. The lady next to me clutches her purse like I'm about to rob her. I hand over my devices, slow and deliberate, and say loud enough for the cameras, "I'm Jamal Carter, CEO of Nexus Cyber. I've done nothing wrong, and y'all are witnessing racial profiling in real time." We land at this tiny airstrip in nowhere, Wyoming, police lights flashing, tactical gear everywhere, like I'm Osama bin Laden. They cuff me, right in my seat, march me down the aisle, past passengers muttering. Knew he was trouble. On the tarmac, they're handling my tea like it's anthrax, hazmat suits and all. I'm thinking, this is insane. Me merger, my company, my whole damn legacy, tanking over a $10 thermos of tea. At the sheriff's station, this good OL boy, Sheriff Hank Larson, smirks as he sits me down. "Terrorist threat, huh? What's in that tea, hotshot?" I explain, again, "It's just herbs, doctor prescribed," but he laughs. tossing my Nexus ID like it's a fake ID from a frat kid. My stock's already down 20%, news vans are outside, and the headlines are brutal. Suspicious passenger diverts flight. Then, like a damn superhero, my lawyer, Tanya Brooks, bursts in's harp suit, sharper tongue. This stops now, she snaps, slamming a release demand on the desk. You're violating my client's rights, and it's costing his company millions. Sheriff Larson's smug grin fades when Tanya mentions the governor's office and a $100 million lawsuit. A deputy rushes in, pale as a ghost. Sheriff, his face is all over Twitter. People are saying he's a CEO, not a terrorist. Tanya's already got passenger videos showing I was calm, professional, not the aggressive blackmail Karen claimed. And then the bombshell. Keisha calls, whispering. Jamal, we found something. The flight crew? Paid off by Victor Steele, that shady CEO from Apex Systems. He's been shorting our stock and wants your patents. I'm out, but the fight's just starting. Tanya's got a chopper waiting to get me to a jet in Casper. We're racing to San Diego, but Steele's not done. Fake roadblocks, a random FAA inspection, even a bomb threat at the regulatory office. Each time, we pivot. Tanya's DOT connections clear the skies. A delivery driver named Mia saves us with her beat-up Honda when our car mysteriously gets towed. At 11:59 p.m., I burst into Horizon's boardroom, briefcase in hand, and there's Victor Steele, his smug face crumbling as I lay out the merger papers. Wei Chun, my partner, stands tall. We're with Jamal, he says, glaring at Steele. Your dirty tricks failed. We sign at midnight, cameras flashing, while Steele slinks out, his takeover plot in ruins. 6 months later, I'm standing at our new Nexus Horizon HQ, ribbon in hand, for 1,000 new jobs created, stock soaring. We sued the airline for $90 million, got Karen and the captain fired, and get this, I bought the damn airline. Now it's got the toughest anti-bias rules in the industry. I started a $100 million fund for black tech founders, and Mia? She's in law school, full ride, thanks to us. But Steele's still out there, spinning lies, claiming I played the race card. The SEC's on him, but guys like that don't go down easy. This wasn't just about mites, about every black person who's been doubted, profiled, or pushed out of spaces they earned. Have you ever been judged for just existing? Drop a comment, tell me your story. Hit that like button if you're pissed a black CEO can be handcuffed over tea. Subscribe for more real talk about fighting injustice. Should guys like Steele face jail time for weaponizing racism? What would you do to fix an airline that lets this happen? Let's talk, cause this ain't over, and neither are we. Word count, 2,000 characters.